First of all, we don't waste toilet paper, so if you want to tonight, on your way out, come down here and get a little piece so you can take it home, okay? And then whatever you don't use, kids, listen to me closely, tear off a piece and put it under your pillow tonight. And when you wake up in the morning, it'll be gone, and there'll be $1 bill under your pillow. Isn't that fun? Be sure to tell Mom and Dad about that before you go to bed, all right? So that'll be absolutely perfect. Hey, thanks so much for coming. I really, really appreciate it. I got a chance to be able, really nice. I got a chance to be able to work and to talk to so many of the youth services leaders today. And I tell you, it's just amazing thanks, buddy. It's amazing what's happening here in Las Vegas, and especially all the resources that you have here in the library. And so it is looking good right now with all the great things that are there. They were nice enough to invite me to say, hey, maybe there might be a couple things to be able to do. I don't know how this is going. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. That is so perfect. Nice job. Hey, you know what I was thinking was, every once in a while you get a question, something that kind of comes to mind. There has to be, and kids are the ones that seem to come up and help all the time, but I have to ask here to kind of get things started, is there an adult, a young lady, for example, an adult woman who has kind of a high voice? Does somebody have a high voice? An adult that has a high voice? Does anybody, kids, you know if your mom has a high voice. Look right now. Turn them in right now. Oh, she does. I saw pointing back. Would you mind coming up and helping me real quickly? Come here and help me out, would you? Ladies and gentlemen, here she comes. Oh, this could work really, really well. All right, thank you. Hi, how are you doing? Hi. You kind of look like an adult. All right, get over here. This will be great. Oh my gosh. How are you doing? And your name is? Rachel. Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause for Rachel. How are you? I want to do this, I promise. Rachel, I want you to help me out if you don't mind. Now, they're all pointing at you saying that you have a high voice. It's probably not true, but here, let me just take this. And if you don't mind, we're going to make this guy active, so hang on here. Would you just say hi to everybody? Yeah, that's good. That was perfect. It's hard to just have you just talk. Like, you say just... tell us a few things, but maybe I could give you something to say. So you could say, I'm trying to think of something you'd be, Mary had a little lamb, her fleece was white as snow. Can you do that? Try that.
Okay. Mary had a little lamb, her fleece was white as snow.
Oh, that's perfect. That was great. Okay, really, really good. Okay, so this is what your voice sounds like with the air that's all around you. So the air enters your lungs, comes back out again, and as it comes back out, this is the sound that we get. As those molecules begin to, there's that V word. What do the molecules do? They
vibrate.
Yes.
Oscillate.
They vibrate. Ayana, very, very nice. They vibrate. And so this is what it sounds like when those are vibrating that way, and this is what your voice sounds like. Have you ever heard somebody like when they had helium? Have you ever seen helium? And so somebody breathes in helium. What happens to your voice when you breathe helium?
It gets squeaky?
Yeah, it gets squeaky, right? Helium is 6 times lighter than the air that we breathe, so it just, the molecules move around a little bit faster. I found another gas that I think you might enjoy. Take a look at this. Really hard to get on the airplane with this. Really, really, really hard. Just had to kind of disguise it as a lunch pail, but this is what we're using. So, and help me, your name one more time is?
Rachel.
Rachel, thank you. So, Rachel, what grade are you in, Rachel?
12th.
12th grade. Nice job. Are you getting ready? You're thinking about going to college? Are you thinking where you're going to go yet?
I don't know yet.
Not yet. Okay, so you're just kind of thinking about it. Rachel, do not worry about this gas or the warning that's over here. Don't worry about that at all. It has nothing to do with anything at all. Oh, Rachel.
We'll make this load.
This is going to be good.
Probably argon.
All right, this one will be yours. Hang on right there if you don't mind. I'll make one for myself. I would never ask you to do something I wouldn't do. So this goes here.
Is it krypton or argon?
Rachel, this could be fun. So now, here's what you're going to do. In just a second, I'm going to ask you to exhale all of your air. So you're going to do this. Then you're going to put your mouth on the balloon, and you're going to inhale as much of this as you can. You're going to pull as much air as you can, and then I want you to look at the audience and say, Mary had a little lamb, her fleece was white as snow. Can you do that? Okay, ready? So breathe out. Okay, you get to hold on to this. Okay, good. So breathe out. Oh, wait, I'll hold on to the microphone for you. Breathe out. No, breathe out. No, breathe out. Opposite. Yes, and now put your lips on here and breathe in. You ready? Go. More. Good job. And now talk.
Mary had a little lamb.
That's really funny.
You're not supposed to do that. Hold on.
It's really, oh my God. Okay. You're not supposed to work that way. Hold on. Listen. Okay, I'm your father. That's not what's supposed to happen. Hold on. Rachel, breathe out. Breathe out. Now breathe in one more time.
All of it. Finish. Keep going. Good job. Now talk. Mary?
Mary had a little lamb.
Your voice is going to stay like that for 6 weeks. It'll be fine. It's a gas that's 6 times heavier than the air that we breathe. It's called sulfur hexafluoride. They use it in electronics all the time. But I think it's kind of fun for this. Should we do one more? Ready? Breathe out. Breathe in.
I'm going to put on
You've been
YouTube.
a wonderful audience. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Nice job. Thank you. All right, here we go. Breathe out. Hold on. I got to make it so she lives. Hold on. Breathe in.
Breathe out. Breathe in. Then breathe out. Oh, that was so
I'm going to put it on
perfect. You
YouTube.
did such a nice job. Nice job. You're going to collect your... You know what? For doing such a nice job, just take any of these people home. Okay? That would be great. That's your gift. Nice round of applause for Rachel for doing a wonderful job. Gosh, that's fun. Sulfur hexafluoride. Helium, 6 times lighter than the air that we breathe. Sulfur hexafluoride, 6 times heavier than the air that we breathe. And how funny that they sometimes we call it anti-helium is what it does to your voice. Hey, it's coming down time of the program you've all been waiting for, and that's for you to learn how to do something fun. You brought your moms and dads. How many kids have mom and dad here? Raise your hand. Oh, nice job.
might have my
Moms and
here.
dads are great because they can help you with the materials.
dad's not here.
I have something for you to do just a little bit later on. So I got to show you just a couple things. Because one of the things we try to do is to get people to wonder. This morning we talked about what happens when kids wonder and they discover and they ask questions. But when you go back to school, you have to have something kind of fun to be able to do. Oh, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. That's $2 that are down right there. All right, so there you have it. So, a couple things that might be kind of fun to do. Would you do me a favor? Turn to the person behind you and say, I hope he teaches me something good. Ready, go. Tell the person behind you. All right, back again. Watch this. This is a quick little thing that you can kind of do. If you get a crick in your neck, have you ever done that before where you get kind of a crick in your neck? Instead of going to a chiropractor, watch what you had to do. One hand here, and you just go like this. Oh, yeah.
I know how to do that.
No, it's just a plastic cup, but that's funny, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I noticed that there's a warm, caring human being at a school called a nurse. How many people have a school nurse? We only have a school nurse on Tuesdays and Thursdays because we lost our funding for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the kids are only sick on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but Miss Stanky is always there. Here's what I want you to do, kids. Either for your school nurse or your doctor, here's what you have to do. You got to get one of these cups, these plastic cups. At the holidays, you find them all the time. And this, you hide under your arm like this, which is perfect. And now I want you to go to school, and I want you to go to the nurse, and I want you to say, excuse me, I think I've broken my arm. And the nurse is going to say, oh, honey, how do you know? And you say, because I can do this. It's horrible. They'll never forget. I promise, they'll never forget. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't want to go to the dentist. Dentists are good people, but I didn't want to go to the dentist. My dad was the person that got me to go to the dentist. And here's what he did. Oh, do I still have it? I hope oh, yes. I always carry one. He went to the store and he bought rubber spiders and cockroaches like this. You see this cockroach that's there? So I got rubber spiders and cockroaches. And he taught me, he says, when you go to the dentist, Steven, what I want you to do is you hide this in your hand and the dentist will never know. And then when the dentist turns his back or her back, you put the rubber spider or the cockroach in your mouth, all right? Yeah. So I did that. So the dentist, I had a male dentist, so he turns and I go like this, oh, he doesn't know. And then he turned around and he goes, open your mouth. I go, open your mouth. And when you do it, you go, ah. And then the dentist goes, ah. And that's great, all right? So moms and dads just deprogram that one. That'll be good, all right? So that's good. Oh, this one's for mom and dad. So you always do things for kids. You got to do something kind of fun for mom and dad. Watch this. I'm going to show you the secret first, and then I'll tell you the little adventure we're going to go on. Here we go. You are going to go shopping for a can of paint. So we're going to go to our Lowe's or our Home Depot, wherever it might be. Now, not all cans of paint are equal. This is a brand of paint that has the ball that's inside, and this ball happens to be a metal ball. That's really important for you to know later on, because there's a couple more things you're going to need. You're going to need these two things right here. I got a super strong magnet, a really, really strong magnet. Perfect. So a really, really strong magnet, and then I have a ball bearing about this big. So you get the strong magnet from the strong magnet store, and then aisle 34, there's a special it's a dishwasher replacement set, and then you just buy the whole thing, and then you just get the magnet out, so it's fine. Just take it back when you're done, all right? So there you go. So you got the magnet, and then you got to get the ball. So here's what you're going to do. Ready? So ball, magnet, and the can, and now you're ready to go have some fun. Because in the paint aisle, there's always somebody there to help you. So here's what I want you to do. Hide the magnet and the ball in your hand like this. Ball over here, magnet over here, and you just hold on to it like this, and you just shake it. And somebody's going to come over to you, okay? And so they're going to go, excuse me, can I help you? And when they do that, you have to do this. Watch, here's the sequence, watch. Excuse me, can I help you? And you go, sure, hold on a second. Oops. Oops, I got this, I go. Oh no. So it looks like this. Let me do it one more time. Ready? Here we go. Shake. Like this. Can I help you? Go like this. Oopsie. The ball came out. And the guy will look at you and you shake like this. See, it doesn't, because it's a magnet. Alright? And the guy will look at you and go, how did the ball come out? And you say, I don't know. How does the ball come out? Lucky for you, I can put it back. That's too complicated for some of you, alright? So I understand. So it's fine. You have the magnet, so here's what I want you to do just for fun. I want you to take the magnet, you gotta go to our local Starbucks and get one of the venti cups, okay? The bladder busting huge white and green thing, not the clear one, don't put any coffee in it, just get the empty cup and a lid. Take the magnet, drop the magnet in the cup, put the lid on top, and set the whole thing on the roof of your car, okay? There could be a hurricane, not here of course, and that thing is not coming off the top of your car. And then just drive around Las Vegas, alright? If you go up and down the strip, here's what you're going to find. If there was a baby hanging out of the back of your car, people would go, dude, that's a crazy person. But if there's a precious cup of Starbucks, they will run the lights to get to you, alright? And they're going to be like this, like this, and you just look at them and go, get away from me, get away from me. And when you finally want to do it, somebody will say, you've got your coffee up there. You open up the window, reach up and say, I know, it's too hot, I was cooling it down. And then you just put it up there and drive away. I gotta get a job, alright? So I will, along the way. It's so funny. It's that sense of curiosity that's there. This morning we were talking about teachers who are curious, and what our real job is to get kids to wonder and discover and to explore and to ask those kinds of questions, and we want to be able to do that. I wanted something that everybody could do today as well. There was a very nice lady that I was sitting next to. Yes, you know exactly who you are. I was sitting next to you, wasn't I? And right before I came, would you mind, we connected. Would you mind coming up and helping me out, would you? Here she comes. Oh, look at this. She's like, why did he sit next to me? She's mumbling to herself now, why did he sit next to me? It happened. Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause for our helper. If I would have said, would you help me, then you would have said, no, there's never in a million years. What is your name? Heather. And how are you connected here? Who do you have? What are you doing? Oh, good. Hey, boys, mom's up here. Is that kind of fun? Twins? No, okay. 3 years apart. Gosh, I have twins at home, so I know. It's a little weird. Yeah, it is a lot of work. And one more time, your name is? Heather. So, Heather, here's what I thought I would do is help me with a little experiment. You know, we did the sulfur hexafluoride. We're talking about the fast-moving air. Then we're just messing around for a little while. If I ask you to blow up a balloon, could you do that? Good. So, confidence in her voice, she can blow up the balloon. Now, I was thinking about this. If I asked you to blow up one of these balloons here, and I said to you, how many breaths does it take to blow up the balloon? It's a bad experiment. Because the first breath is always the big one. You're going to be like this, and it's going to get big. And then you're nervous, and you think it's going to pop, and so the second breath is less. You just messed up the experiment, right? It's my fault. So I need something that's not going to pop. So I found this. I think you're going to like it. It's a different kind of balloon. It's a diaper genie refill. It's 8 feet long, 10 inches around, holds 45 liters of air. The question is, how many breaths will it take? Heather to blow up the bag before she passes out. Okay? Rachel did a great job, and so you are going to do a wonderful job. So here's what you're going to do. I got lucky on the open end. So you're going to hang on to it like this, and you're going to kind of keep it open, and then you're going to put your mouth on the bag. Don't worry, it was hermetically sealed. It hasn't been used on many people at all. And then what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in. That'll be the first breath. And then you're going to take your mouth off. You're going to do it again. That's the second. And you're just going to kind of keep going. We're going to count the number of breaths. Now, if you start to feel like you're going to pass out, don't. All right? So, or if she starts to, just reach out and grab her. Okay? Got it? Okay. Here we go. All right. So, Heather, you're going to be great. Breathe into the bag. Here we go. Oh, this is good. Pace yourself, Sparky. Okay, here we go. Nice job. Okay, no, don't breathe the air back out again. You have to pull your mouth off. Okay, here we go. Do it again. Good job. So, this is how I was taught in school. As a teacher, I was taught if you put materials in people's hands, they learn a lot more than if you make them just watch the shot, right? Or you watch the rest. How many so far? How many breaths?
3.
Oh, 5.
4.
Thanks for counting. Keep going. Good job. So, in this particular case, totally hands-on. You're breathing into the bag. Look at the air coming in like this. Comes out this big old hole down right over here. The second thing I was taught was planning. You've got to plan. Look at her eyes. No, I'm serious. Look at her eyes. These are my wife's eyes. Funny? Not funny. Not been funny in years, all right? So I didn't even plan it out right. In fact, it was a horrible experiment. You know what we need is this. Sometimes a teacher, moms and dads, will ask us to come up with a hypothesis. What does that mean? What's a hypothesis? Yes.
It's like an educated guess.
An idea, a guess of what's going to happen. Is that right? So if I asked you for your hypothesis of how many breaths it's going to take Heather to blow up the big long bag, it's not really all that good because we don't even have any background information. But if I asked you to just put 3 breaths of air in the bag and we kind of looked at what 3 is, your hypothesis would be much better. Okay? Can you do that for me? 3 breaths of air? Here we go. Are you doing okay so far? Okay, good. Right. Here we go. There's 1. Oh, that was good. Nice job. There's 2. Good job. Did you have lunch? Good. All right. There's 3. Wow, nobody's done better. Look at this. Watch this. Oh my gosh. Look at little Miss Athlete here. All right. Wow, that's amazing. It's never that way in Denver. All right, here we go. 3 breaths of air. Holy moly. If this is 3, then this is going to be 6. This is going to be 9, cap it off with 1 more. I think she could do the whole bag in 10 breaths of air. That's not bad. That's really, really good. All right, let's see if I'm right. Here we go. You are going to breathe. I would never ask you to... Here, do me a favor. Your 2 boys, what are their names? Preston and Christian, come here and help your mom. Would you do that for me real fast? Nice round of applause. Here they come. Preston and Christian, how's your mom doing so far? Is she doing okay? It's nice to meet you. I'm Steve. Nice to meet you. Preston, are you Preston? Is that right? Preston, over there with mom for 1 second. Christian, nice to meet you as well. Stand right over here. Good job. Right about here. Perfect. All right, good. All right, here you go. Preston, right over here. Here's what you're going to do. Mom is going to get this into the bag. When I say, on your march, get set, go, you get the people on this side of the auditorium to cheer like mad. Would you do that? We're going to cheer her on and help her out. She's got 10 breaths to go. Got it? I'd never ask you to do something I wouldn't do, so this one's mine. Red one is mine. Christian, you're going to help me. Fair enough? You are going to get the people on this side of the room to cheer like mad. Fair enough? When it's all blown up, you're going to let go. When it's all inflated, you're going to let go. Fair enough? I better show you what 3 is, just so that we have a benchmark to see that we're about the same. Okay, here, we'll try. Good job. Mine's about the same as yours. If you take into account that I'm in Denver and there's a difference in the workout schedule. Okay, so stand over here. Good job. So you stay right here like this. Nice job. Okay, here's what we're going to do. 1 step that way. Good job. Good job. Good. It's not a race. It's just a little competition between you and me. Right? So you and I, let's go back to back. Fair enough? Back to back. Christian, you go that way. Keep going. Keep going. Hold it up nice and high so we can see. Hold it up nice and high so we can see. I'll say on your marks, get set. You're going to start to cheer. This will be fun. Ready? On your marks, get set. Start to cheer. Go! Here's the deal. It's Christian, right? Okay, Christian was being funny. He blew on the other end, all right? So I will tell him, you know what you need in your life is focus. Turn around, all right? Focus on your kid, all right? So hold on. Hey, I have to take the air out. You're doing a good job. Mom's going to pass out, all right? Hang on, nice job. All right, are you ready? We're going to do it again. This time you get 3 breaths head start. So Heather, turn around and look. Look, nobody's cheating. Look, nobody's cheating. Okay, are you ready? Christian, back that way. We'll give her 3 breaths head start. Just count with me to 3. Ready? Here we go. 1. Okay, now I'll start. Ready, set, go! Okay, done. So here we go. 1, 2. Boys, the thing is this. Mom has done such a great job that I'm going to show her how to do it. But since you guys both did a great job, come here. Mom's going to take you out to dinner tonight, all right? So, really nice job. Just pick a place, all right? It doesn't matter. On the Strip, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Guy Fieri's joint, I don't really care, all right? Nice round of applause for our helpers. You stay with me. Here's what makes it so much fun, is you were perfect. This morning, we were talking about what happens when you find a teacher who teaches you. Somebody, it could be a parent, it could be somebody in the community, it could be somebody in school, but somebody who makes you say, Lloyd, how did you do that? And they engage you to ask that question. Well, you did it perfectly. I was totally the cheater. Right, kids? Was I the cheater? Got it? All right, I know. Hang on here. See, I was a horrible science teacher. I said, blow up the bag, and then by accident, I gave you the 2 steps. I said, put your hand right here. And when I told you to put your hand here, it made your brain think of nothing else besides putting your hand here. And then I said, blow into the bag like this. And in essence, I stole all your creativity. That's not what we're doing in science. When we're studying STEM, we're talking about being creative, about doing something that's a little bit different, like this, right? So I had to find a different way to get the air in the bag. So here's the secret. You go that way, I'll go this way. Perfect. Watch what happened. When your back was turned, I put my fingers in the bag. That in and of itself doesn't do anything. But then I blew from far away. When you practice it here in a second, watch. I'll blow from far away. The fast-moving air comes in like this, just like the toilet paper, but now the air from around the sides will go into the bag. Watch. See their eyes? That's the not funny look once again. Look at that. That's exactly what I've seen before. So the hardest part is this, is keeping your mouth off of the bag. Your brain's going to say, put your mouth on the bag. But watch this, because in just a second when you try it, watch what happens. Somebody will have to support you on the end. It's a pretty good metaphor. You are going to have to look at where you're going. Lift it up. You're going to have to look down there. Don't get any closer than that. Mom, stay right there. Long breath. Ready, set, go. Seal the bag. Slide it down. Clap like mad, ladies and gentlemen. That's amazing. So much easier. Now, Mom, you did such a good job, so you get to take this home, okay? Put this under your pillow, and in the morning when you wake up, the kids will need breakfast, okay? So just do that and give the kids. Would you clap for the greatest helper, okay? So fun. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Take a look at this. I thought it would be time that we get to create a little chaos, and then I'm going to bring it back. So you have to promise that when we're done, that we put the bags and we'll wrap them back up, follow my directions, and we'll do it. So do me a favor. If you're sitting on the ends right now, you have a stack of bags, send them down the aisle and stand up, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here we go. Take them all the way down.